This Bali trip for me was all about leveling up. And I say that in every sense of the word, whether it is fitness and just life gains. So we spent our first month in a guest house, but this second month in Bali, we have upgraded ourselves to a villa. And there's no better place to work on your business, your life, your fitness than inside a sick villa in Bali. For lunch, we've got some Open House. If you're in Bali, in the Canggu area, Peranan, you know what Open House is. It's literally the best. They do sick food. They give you the calories and macros, and they're making my life very enjoyable. If you've been following along on my Instagram, you'll know that I've been doing a reverse diet. I dieted a lot this year, and then I've recently entered a reverse dieting phase where we are trying to keep the body weight pretty much where it is and then increase the calories, get that metabolism firing, and maybe even build a little bit of muscle mass. Getting the body of your dreams is what a lot of guys aspire to do. To achieve such goals, you need to take things in phases. For a lot of us which aren't genetically gifted out there, you have to have a strategic, smart approach to your food and your training. You can't just show up one day, hit a couple of bicep curls, and suddenly you're looking like Superman. It doesn't really work for a lot of us. Doing things in those phases is super important, which is why I'm taking this reverse diet. If you spend a long time in a deficit, you need to get that metabolism firing again and get those calories back up to normal. I always tell my clients you want to spend the majority of your year at maintenance or in a surplus rather than in a deficit. Obviously, if you've got a lot of weight to lose, then you're going to be spending periods in a deficit, but you need to take those breaks along the way. Right now, my calories are sitting around 2,500, 2,550, and we are gradually going to be building those over the next few weeks and months. And I'm going to be doing my best to stick to this reverse diet phase whilst I'm in Bali and whilst I'm traveling for the back end of this year. It's time for a villa tour. Come on in. So we're pretty pumped with this because it is the first time we've ever booked a villa here in Bali, and I'm absolutely pumped with this place. It is a 2-bedroom place, and honestly, it's perfect. So we got this outdoor area. Obviously, we got the pool, which is sick. I've already jumped in there a few times. We got this really nice outdoor area with these bean bags, and then we got an outdoor shower as well, which looks awesome. Yeah, we got a bedroom here, but let's go into the living room. We've got this drop-down living room, which is so cool. This was probably one of the biggest reasons why I picked this place. Now, it's not actually the comfiest area, but it just looks awesome, and I think it's sick. I think it creates the vibe of the villa, and yeah, I'm a big fan of this. We've then got this kitchen area. We've got this big, nice dining table here, which is awesome. We got this island in the middle, and what I really like is these lights that actually run across the bottom there, which I think, again, really adds to it. But yeah, an island is something I absolutely love in a house. So when I saw this, plus the living room, I was like, this is the place. I'm undecided on the desk setup right now. Last month, I had an actual desk that I rented with a monitor. I may do that again, or I might just set up here because, again, we've got this massive table. It's a pretty nice spot. So yeah, let's get into the bedroom. So we've got bedroom number 2 here. This is kind of like the spare bedroom. There's only 2 of us, so we don't really need this one. But I'm kind of using this for my own cupboard space. And then Chloe is going to be using the other one for her clothes. So in here we got the bathroom, pretty standard. It's a bathroom. Next up is our bedroom. And this is it. It's a pretty big room, which is really cool. I really like, we got this sick view of the pool. It's just nice and spacious. Like I said, I may get that desk. I feel like here would be that perfect spot for that desk setup, just looking out. But again, I'm still undecided. A little bit more cupboard space. And then finally, the final bathroom in there. So that's it, villa tour complete.
Today we are at Raw Gym. I was a little bit scared to come here because it gets very, very hot in Bali and it's a very sweaty gym. But for right now, it's really nice. It's good weather. It's windy. Overall, it's a really nice gym. Over to Toby Clements.
I agree. It's dinner time. We're at this pretty vibey restaurant called Milu by Nook. It's one of my favourite spots actually. I usually go to the one in Seminyak. We're in Canggu though in this time around, and we're about to have some dinner. So as I was saying earlier in the vid, talking about my reverse diet, I'm just over a week into it now, and I'm up about 0.7 pounds on average, which is pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Hey. Yes. Thank you. Dinner time. Let's go. Yeah.
That was so fast.
That was very fast, and this looks freaking amazing. I don't even know what I was saying, but it's time to eat.
Nice.
What you got?
Chicken, creamy pasta, mushroom.
Chloe is starving, so she's digging straight in. But we've gone with the chicken banh mi, taking us back to the Vietnam days. I'm super hungry, so we're about to tuck in to this one. But I think I was saying something about my scale weight is up 0.7 pounds, which is really good. Always expected that scale weight's going to rise that little bit when you're in a reverse diet. Calories are up. I think my calories were down at around 1,850 on kind of my lower days during the deficit, and now we're sitting at like 2,500. So again, just that increase in food volume doesn't mean we're getting fat, doesn't mean we're just, you know, overdoing it right from the get-go. I've been working really hard to stay on point with my food tracking and my choices, eating really clean and healthy foods here in Bali with a little bit of a few treats here and there, keeping that balance obviously, but trying to keep those calories, hit that protein on point every single day, this included. So, you know, flexi tracking as much as possible, utilizing AI to track a lot of these meals, and again, just making sure that we're staying on point as much as possible with that food tracking and our goals. That's bloody good. It's very rare I'll go anywhere and not have ketchup, although recently in Bali, we've been on the aioli, Chloe's favorite. This looks bloody good. We are back in the villa and we have ourselves a little bit of a treat. So, as you guys know, I track all my food. And when you track all of your food, it means that sometimes you end up with some calories left over. We got these protein donuts here, these hilo donuts here in Canggu. I've had these once before. They are very, very good. They're around 190 calories per donut, which is about perfect. So I'm going to have 3 donuts for dessert today. This is the beauty of flexible dieting, and it's exactly why I do it. There was a time when I would never eat something like a donut. I wouldn't eat cookies. I wouldn't eat anything that wasn't your boring chicken and rice or chicken and pasta, cottage cheese, Greek yogurts. I only ate stuff that was labeled clean and healthy. And that ultimately held me back from long-term progress and long-term maintenance of fat loss, because what would happen was I would restrict myself so much, I could only last for a number of days, a couple of weeks, if I was lucky, a couple of months, and then I'd fall off the wagon hard, not just gain the weight back, but I'd gain back even more. And I was constantly losing and gaining the same 10 to 15 pounds. I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that in many years. And it is because of the flexible dieting approach that has allowed me to keep that weight off and have a better and good relationship with food. We got 4 different types of donuts. Like I said, I'm having 3, and then we've got one for Chloe. So we've got a toffee one here. We've got Oreo Snow. This was Choco Pop, and then Unicorn. So some really good options, and each one of these donuts is 14 grams of protein, and like I said, 190 calories.